In the annals of galactic history, few tales are as perplexing and awe-inspiring as the saga of humanity's rise and fall. It's a story that still sends shivers down the spines of even the most seasoned cosmic historians. I remember the day I first stumbled upon this chapter in our archives, my tentacles trembling as I absorbed the gravity of what had transpired. Picture, if you will, a species so fractured, so consumed by internal strife, that the Galactic Council barely gave them a second glance. Humans, they called themselves. When they were first recognized as sentient beings, the Council's reaction was, at best, a collective shrug. Sure, they're sentient, I imagine the Council members saying, but have you seen how they treat each other? Hardly honorable. It wasn't all bad, mind you. Humans had their strengths, a decent tolerance to temperature extremes, a not-too-shabby power-to-weight ratio, and the curious distinction of being one of the few non-apex predator species to achieve sentience. But their penchant for conflict, that's what really caught everyone's attention. It was like watching a cosmic car crash in slow motion. You couldn't look away, even if you wanted to. Enter the Traxi, a race known for their opportunistic nature and questionable ethics. They watched and waited, biding their time like a predator stalking its prey. And oh, did the humans give them an opportunity. Just 27 years after being recognized by the Council, humanity plunged into a civil war so devastating it made their previous conflicts look like playground squabbles. Millions perished as brother turned against brother, sister against sister. The galaxy watched, horrified yet fascinated. But the Traxi, they saw their chance and took it. As the human civil war entered its twilight years, leaving Earth's children battered and bleeding, the Traxi struck. Their invasion was swift, merciless, and terrifyingly effective. Human-controlled planets fell like dominoes, their populations decimated. Millions more lives were snuffed out in an instant, and where was the rest of the galaxy during this carnage? Some turned away, unable or unwilling to intervene. Others, to their eternal shame, saw an opportunity for profit. They aided the Traxi, providing supplies and weapons in exchange for pieces of conquered human territory. It was a dark time for galactic morality, a stain that would never truly fade. But then, something happened that no one, not the Traxi, not the Council, not even the humans themselves, could have predicted. Faced with annihilation, humanity did the unthinkable. They united. It was as if someone had flipped a cosmic switch. One moment, they were at each other's throats. The next, they were greeting each other as long-lost brothers and sisters. The change was so sudden, so complete, that it left observers slack-jawed in disbelief. This newfound unity achieved what seemed impossible mere weeks before. It halted the Traxi advance dead in its tracks. And let me tell you, that advance had seemed unstoppable. The Traxi had already gobbled up 73% of human territory, their appetite for conquest seemingly insatiable. But now, they found themselves facing a wall of human determination that refused to budge. But the humans didn't stop there. Oh no, they were just getting started. They adopted a strategy that was as brilliant as it was brutal. Instead of immediately trying to retake their lost territories, they dug in. They fortified. They waited. And when the Traxi attacked these new strongholds, the humans unleashed counteroffensives of staggering ferocity. It was like watching a game of cosmic chess, if chess pieces could unleash planet-shattering firepower. The Galactic Council, in its infinite wisdom, and I say that with all the sarcasm my species can muster, assumed that once the humans had reclaimed their territory, they'd call it a day. After all, that's what any reasonable species would do, right? Wrong. The humans kept going. They weren't just interested in reclaiming what was theirs. They wanted to erase the Traxi threat entirely. It was a level of determination that bordered on madness. Panic set in among the Council races, An emergency peace talk was hastily arranged between the humans and the Traxi. I wish I could have been a fly on the wall for that meeting. The humans, to everyone's surprise, held themselves with remarkable composure. They engaged in discussions, they listened, they even cracked a few jokes. But there was one thing they refused to do: speak directly to the Traxi representatives. And then came the moment that would change the course of galactic history. The topic of reimbursement came up, and the Traxi, in a move that can only be described as galactically stupid, demanded monetary compensation for lands still held by humans. The human delegates left without a word, only to return hours later with a message that sent chills through every being in the room. No. What happened next is the stuff of nightmares. The human armada, in a display of firepower that defied comprehension, bombarded the Traxi homeworld. Billions of innocent lives were snuffed out in an instant. Traxi culture, history, art, all of it, gone in a flash of vengeful human fury. It was as if they had decided to cook their steaks well done and used an entire star to do it. But the humans weren't done. Oh no, they were just getting warmed up. In a move that left the entire galaxy slack-jawed, they declared war on the entire Galactic Council, their justification: trading 10 billion Traxi lives for 16 billion human lives seems like a fair compromise. It was cold, it was calculated, and it was utterly terrifying. The fallout was immediate and catastrophic. 4 council races, disgusted by the initial inaction and the failure to prevent the loss of human life, defected. The Galactic Council, that bastion of unity and cooperation, found itself at war for the first time since its formation. Millennia of tradition, of understanding, of working together, all of it torn down by humanity in just 34 years. As I sit here recounting this tale, I can't help but marvel at the sheer insanity of it all. The humans, a species that had been on the brink of self-destruction, had managed to reshape galactic history in the blink of an eye. They had gone from being barely noticed to being the most feared force in the known universe. And you know what the scariest part is? We still don't understand them. One moment they're at each other's throats, the next they're united against a common enemy. They're capable of unimaginable cruelty and breathtaking compassion in equal measure. They're unpredictable, they're volatile, and they've changed everything. So here we are, in a galaxy torn apart by human actions, wondering what they'll do next. Will they continue their crusade against those they see as threats? Will they turn on each other again? Or will they surprise us once more and become the peacekeepers they once scorned? One thing's for certain: the human race has left an indelible mark on galactic history. They've shown us the heights of unity and the depths of vengeance. They've made us question everything we thought we knew about sentient behavior. And as I look out at the stars, wondering what the future holds, I can't help but feel a mix of fear and anticipation. Because if there's one thing we've learned about humans, it's that they're full of surprises. And in this vast, ever-changing cosmos, that might just be the most terrifying thing of all.